Salut, this is El Pistachio, and here's something we haven't done in a while. That's right, we're gonna convert more of my Fakemon. Actually, we're gonna create more AI interpretations of my Fakemon and see if they can be improved, or if AI itself is a useless tool that will never go anywhere. And as promised, this entry will be a lot more interesting because we're not dealing with a animal-shaped Fakemon this time. This one is a grass type, and it is based on a well, grapes essentially. Actually, you know what? Just give me a sec. I'm gonna turn off the notifications on my phone so I don't get bothered. That's the one thing I forgot to do before starting this video. I'll be right back. Don't go away. All right, sorry about that. Okay, well, I've wasted enough time, so let's hurry up here. So this is Chloviti and Purpalati. As you can see, they are early accessible grass types. They're not particularly strong, but they're supposed to be just good enough to get you through the first couple of gyms. And another thing I'm going to do to save time is I'm going to do a lot of trimming in this video. So if I'm ever idle thinking to myself of what kind of prompts to enter here, I'm going to try to cut as much as I can. This is probably going to require a lot of editing, but I'll see if this is going to be something I should keep going or keep doing from now on, or if I should just stay natural and essentially keep doing what I was originally doing. Anyway, let's get to it. So we're going to start with Chloviti here. The Fakemon based on grapes, body entirely made of green spheres. One eye is much bigger, has one small leaf for its left arm, one large leaf covers its right side, branch poking out of top like a horn, small green orbs, small green bubbles floating around it, some popped green bubbles around it. Grass type, Kensugumori, never forget that one. No legs, no mouth. Eyes are black and white. I think that pretty much sums it up, really. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should specify the leaf color as well. Dark green leaf, dark green. There we go. This is more satisfactory. So, as usual, we're going to fast forward through this video while Dream Up works its magic. I'll be right back. I am terrified to see what I've created. Well, not me, but Dream Up. Okay. I think this one took the whole no mouths thing a little too literally, because now this one has no facial features at all. And actually, that looks more like a green apple with some grapes hanging underneath it. You know, I should probably censor this. This one actually looks like a helium atom. This guy is just one leaf. And this one looks like it was meant to be an apple, but it slowly turns into fluff. I mean, that wouldn't be. I guess I need the concept for some alien fruit. Okay. Honestly, not much else to describe here. What else is there? Okay. Some kind of eldritch horror. Big sphere here. Little spheres here are there. This one has no leaves at all. It's just. I think it was supposed to be a fruit, but it looks like slime. Maybe I should avoid using orbs next time. Yep. Again, a very simple design, not much to describe here, but it looks like it's levitating, as Chloviti would, so that's nice. And last one is probably the closest we have to an actual Fakemon. It has 2 eyes, though they seem to be both the same size. Actually, it looks like some kind of cast form reject. Here's a big sphere, and here's some more of the grapes. There's one branch here, but it just kind of curls back into itself, and then the rest of it's hanging out below here. At least I guess I got the whole bubble thing going on. I don't know. I doubt I would put this many around it. That would be a little too complicated. It's a bit too messy. Looks like there was supposed to be a mouth starting here, but it stopped. I kind of do like the texture of the actual main sphere. It looks like it could be either like a hollow sphere with some goo swirling around inside, or this could be also like a dew, like morning dew on its surface. Well, this took a lot less time to review than I anticipated. Hey, look! This one even has a signature, though I can't quite make out what it says. Ken Siju Oyoi Babadum Sia. Ken. Alright. We're gonna try this again, but let's avoid any kind of words that could imply alien activity. Okay, Pokemon based. Oops, out of characters. That's okay. We'll fix that in a moment. Based on grapes, but made of purple grapes. Angry eyes. Has 2. How do you say those leaves that have little spikes on them? 2 thorny leaves as wings. They're not really wings. They're supposed to be like shoulder pads, but I don't know how else to describe it to a primitive program like this one. That is not happening. 3 branches. Actually, I have a better way to describe this. Crest on a head made up of 3 branches. Right, let me just rework that. Head entirely made of purple grapes. Upper and lower body connected by branch. We're going to keep grass type. Lower body made up of purple grapes. Okay, what else? Branches. Actually, arms are branches with purple grapes at fingertips. Purple orbs floating around it. Pokemon. 1 branch. Yeah, I think I got this one good. Can I squeeze spherical in here? Yes, perfect. Okay. Well, let's try this one more time. Let's see what dream I can come up with. Be right back. Huh. I guess it could not hesitate to make itself a pseudo-legendary. Alright. So, I mean, on its own, it's not too crazy of a design. Not too bad, I should say. So instead of having its head be a clump of grapes, it went with Marge Simpson hair. It has giant ears made of bird feathers, which I did not mention. It has its 2 eyes, but they're not angry. And I thought I specifically said no mouth. Did I remove that? I can't remember. I think it almost ended up in polydactysm territory, but quite did not. But it has leaves on its wrists, and a small body with some small legs, with very sharp toes, and one of those feet seems to be bent backwards. So essentially, another creation that's in complete agony. At least the texture looks nice. Let's see what is next. Oh dear, this one seems to have some devious thoughts. At least the crest is almost there, but not quite complete. But it's probably one of the closest matches we've had so far with any Fakemon. Let's see, 2 leaves on top of its head. So it's actually more as hair again. It always has one orb as its head. It never has multiple orbs like I want it to. At least the eyes are angry. Another mouth though. Has its claws for some reason. I never specified claws. It's supposed to have grapes on its fingertips. And it has no fingers either. And as for the rest of its body, I can't tell if this is supposed to be its legs or something else. Better censor that one too. Okay. So and more claws, and its feet are even more deformed. Okay. Finally, oh great, another one of these things. These takes forever. These things takes forever to describe. Essentially, what we have is Jumpluff, except if it was a grape, or actually now it looks more like a giant plum. 2 mouths, 2 eyes, as it should, but not 2 mouths. I'm pretty sure that's not right. 1 single leaf here. Actually, that looks more like a mustache. The next one looks like something more coherent. More leaves. It looks kind of like cherubi, except it was a grape. This one has feet, though. Yeah, I don't remember specifying feet, but I guess that not having feet is a concept it cannot accept. Pattern kind of repeats itself until it goes off screen. This one, however, looks like it has 4 feet, almost like a puppy. This one is actually kind of cute. And then finally, things start going off here. No, it's not as happy. Oh dear goodness, what is that thing growing right here? Another one we have to censor. We're throwing censorships everywhere today. This one doesn't seem so happy, and this one is accepting its fate that it's going to be consumed by mold. This is a sad existence. I don't think any of these Fakemon creations would be happy with themselves. Maybe the squirrel, though. Okay. This did not quite go as planned, but because this would be otherwise too short of a video, I just say we keep going. And our next entry is going to be the another grass type, 2-stage grass type, that is. Because these guys and the grapes were meant to be version exclusives. So what we have instead is Cepaweep, the onion Pokemon, and Sorronion, the balling Pokemon. Yeah, I mean, one does not represent happy, and the other one sadness. This is just a stereotypical crying onion. I guess it's the irony of it is that it's the onion that cries, and it doesn't make others cry. Okay, let's start picking some prompts. Fakemon based on onion. Grass type. White body. 3 tall, wiggly leaves sprouting from head. Small black dots for eyes. Tear streams on both sides of face. Crying. Sad mouth. And orange fluff instead of feet. Mori style. And again, that pretty much sums it up. Maybe less will be more. If I don't touch anything else, maybe this will give a more satisfying result. Well, only one way to find out. I'll be right back. That's just an onion. This looks more like an item than a Fakemon. I mean, I guess it got some of the growth underneath its body correctly, but the orange was moved to the top of its head, I guess. It's like an onion that grows fruit. Again, very nice concept for an alien plant, perhaps, but that's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to make Fakemon. Yeah, this is an item, not a Fakemon. This one's a complete bust. Let's try the next one. I don't see much sadness. And why does it only have one eye? You can't cry with only one eye. It looks more like an egg than an onion. Okay, well, the mouth is a little sad here. It has 2 orange legs, even though I specified that it shouldn't have any. And this time it has arms and a full fan of leaves instead of just 3. This one's similar, but its legs got longer. It looks like a chicken. Again, it has arms, but this time they're like orange orbs with fingers. This is the same as up here, and this one has no eye. Kind of looks like a Hundun actually, with only 2 feet. And this is an egg that has completely lost its face, and its eyes have been replaced with an endless sea of orange. That didn't quite work out either. So let's try the last one. Okay. It doesn't quite look like an onion. Looks more like a mushroom. I mean, there is some onion-ish texture here. Those are stretch marks. Has a lot of toes. Its face is squished. It's not sad at all. It's too happy. It's way too happy. But at least it has 3 leaves on the top of its head. And there's its tail. Another thing I did not specify. This is good. This is getting frustrating. It's frustrating because the results aren't quite turning out like I expected. I expected something funnier, not this. But it's a bit of a relief because it solidifies my theory that AI tools cannot create a Pokédex. So let's try the final form. Let's see. Based on onion, a humanoid shape, sad blue eyes, tear streams, crying mascara, marks, frill of orange leaves, no mouth, body is made of a leek. I think that's how it's spelled. 3-fingered hands. Head is white onion. Green toeless feet. Actually, green feet without toes. 2 yellow stripes on torso. What am I forgetting here? Nothing much. I think that pretty much sums it up as well. Oh, of course. Kintsugi Mori style. Grass type. Pokemon. Grass type Pokemon. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums it up as well. Let's see what Dream Up can come up with. I'll be right back. I'm starting to think maybe I should stop putting Pokemon in the description because it keeps bringing up several prompts or several results. Okay, so these ones are humanoid, but there's so many to go over. This one's limbs seem to be a complete mess. They're fusing together. No sad expression here. Got way too many leaves coming out of his head. This one's a little bit closer to what I was expecting, although its face is all deformed. No coherent shapes. Is this one flipping me off? Okay. Okay, so this one is blue for some reason. This one's foot has become a giant leak. This one is another Eldritch Horror who's getting a wedgie. Yes, we're looking at it from behind. Now you can't unsee it. Okay. And this one actually starts to look like an owl. With very thick legs. What a mess. Okay, what else do we have? Second entry. This actually kind of looks like something straight out from over the garden wall. Has big eyes. They're blue. That's a point. Happy mouth, unfortunately. Body, I guess, yeah, it kind of looks like a leak. You know what? That'd probably be a proper design for the lower half of the first form. So that's something I could borrow. Lots and lots of... oh, you know, that's supposed to be its frill. I remember now. But the frill, orange frill, kind of overlaps with its face. And it looks like it has a little angel and devil on its shoulders, except the devil is blue. And it's getting a little sassy with the angel. It's kind of staring to your soul the longer I look at it. Maybe we should look away. Okay. And I don't really want to go through all of these. My throat is actually starting to hurt. Essentially what we have is a lot of what appears to be a cross between a onion and a porcupine and maybe even a crab. And only a couple of these have actual facial features. Not a single one of them is sad, though. There must be a way to prevent multiple entries like this from happening. I know from now on, I'm going to try avoiding putting the actual Pokemon type in it. Maybe that will prevent the prompts from multiplying themselves. Not the prompts, the results. Okay, clearly I've been at this for too long. I'm starting to lose my mind. I'm going to stop right here. The next entry will come sometime in the future. I don't know when. Video's over now. Bye.